Hello. So I'm in a different angle. I have this incense is like, whew, it's a good one though. I like it. But I got some sushi. I don't even want to say where I got it from. You know where I got it from. I don't go there often, but I did go once. Sorry. And I got some pineapple chunks. Okay, and we got this. So, yeah. Okay. The thing I didn't get no chopsticks. I'm just gonna eat these with my fingers, honestly, because I never got time for all this, okay? It's too many things. All the time. It's too many things. So, we're gonna see about this one. Right here. So, trying to be back on YouTube, but I feel like for YouTube, I want to just have like something to talk about. You know what I mean? Like almost like a podcast. Like, you know, yeah. So my homegirl on the internet, is Jasmine's room. Hey girl, what's up? She did give me a suggestion a long time ago. She was like, oh, she's asked me to talk about different things, and I guess she's kind of seeing that, oh, it would be cool for you to just talk about different stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I like that, you know? So I'm gonna see, you know, but it's gonna take a little bit of time for me to like research things and probably read an article, which I can do, but you know, I gotta know. But I think that's a great idea. That makes me think about what I was just talking about. Dash, you know? This is it. This is what's happening. Yeah. This is what I like. One time, one of them I got, and it was like, had too much cream and cheese, I think. I don't like that. But I feel like there's so many things to talk about. Yo. Oh, I think that might just be, you know, you never know. Hopefully it's just the freezer. Cause I'm like, what is that? But yeah. Yeah. This is good. Ginger. Oops. Oh. Wow. Okay. Oh. So, I was listening to a video with this woman who thought that her psychologist or her psychiatrist, she thought they were in love with her. And I was like, you know, I can see why, if you're not a very healthy person mentally and emotionally, you probably might have those thoughts like, oh my God, like, especially if you maybe had a lot of experience where you didn't feel like you were taken care of, protected, you didn't have guidance, you know. Yeah, I mean, you definitely could probably have the thought of like, you know, oh my God, this person is so nice to me. They're seeing me. They're listening to me. They care about me. Like, I think they're in love with me. I think we're supposed to be together. And no. As who works in the field, I don't want to, you know, some people do cross the line. They cross the line. They do too much, you know what I mean? And that's not good, right? And then they, you know, they have to deal with those issues. But, you know, sometimes it's like, you know, you got to recognize, like, you know, it's on the issue of the provider to say no and recognize, like, oh, like, you're taking this to a place where it can't go because you think I'm like into you in a way that's not appropriate, like sexually or romantically, like that's not gonna work, right? So then the provider is supposed to be like, oh, we're not gonna be together, you know what I mean? Like, or I'm gonna transfer you to somebody else, you know what I mean? Because you're feeling like this is something else and it's not. So I gotta move around, you know? And so that's because you're in the position of power. So then you're like, okay, I gotta move around, okay? But also, like, the work of the client is to recognize, like, this is a professional, you know what I mean? Like, they're not trying to, like, actually be with me. And that's when that person has to kind of look at, like, okay, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be in your own reality. And also, sometimes it's okay to actually voice those kinds of things in a session and say, you know what, like, I had thoughts that we were gonna have a romantic sexual dynamic. I thought you were into me. It's okay to be like, oh, well, let's talk about that because that's not real. You know what I mean? Like, or, you know, you don't have to say it like that, but like, no, that's not gonna happen. But I know I've heard that happens for people. It's just counter transference, you know, and transference. And so just having that conversation that's very open about this, I think it can go a long way. Dang, I just said a lot of things that I didn't think I was gonna get into. Let me just eat my stuff, okay? Cause I don't know. But I'm sure it's okay. You know what I mean? I pray that girl and people like that understand the dynamics, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's all good. But it's my last little one. I'm gonna eat it. And we're gonna have a day. Freaking gnats. Oh my God. Oh, it's a fruit. All right, I gotta go. Love you so much. Bye.